Hi, my name's Zach Withers. I'm running for state rep for District 22, and I wanted to take a minute to tell you guys a little bit about why I'm running for state rep and some things that are happening right now in the local community that I think are just sort of a symptom of some of the problems that are need to be addressed. So I run a farm. We do small-scale meat processing. Right now I'm hosing down my hogs because it's pretty hot and they need a little extra cooling off. Hogs are like dogs. They can't sweat, so that's why they waller, just to get a little mud bath so they can stay cool. And we put a lot of energy into trying to use these animals to process food waste into compost and, buy local other agricultural products like corn and alfalfa and wheat bran and make feed and create the systems we need to be able to reliably produce food so that we can feed ourselves, and hopefully do it in a way that doesn't suck all of our water resources dry, doesn't cause the wells to go dry, isn't robbing future generations of a chance at a livable environment by using all of the resources that we have right now. And one of the things that we really depend on in order to be able to do that is access to inspected processing. So the federal government, in its infinite wisdom, has decided that in order to sell meat, the animals have to be slaughtered in the presence of a federal inspector or a state inspector who is part of a program that is signed off on by the feds that meet or exceed federal standards, as you will. This has always been the major challenge for us in our business, is how do you maintain market access? And we got some bad news. This morning I got confirmation that the slaughterhouse in Mountain Air that we've been taking animals to every week for the last couple years, more even, will be closing down tomorrow, not reopening. So kind of leaves us in a bit of a pickle. Went and drove out to Moriarty, talked to another one of the local plants that we've tried time and time again to work with, but it's just challenging because frankly there's just not enough capacity for meat processing to meet the demand. And when you have a consistent and high demand, it's difficult for plants that are already overbooked, overworked, and understaffed to be able to meet that demand. So we'll see how it works out this time. Maybe we'll have better luck. But last 3 years the state's been working on reopening the state meat inspection program, and it's kind of frustrating. It took 3 years to get the authorization to even start operating the program because they're arguing about whether or not the state meat inspectors should be able to bring felony charges against people. It's like, why are we arguing about whether or not this program should be used to police ranchers and farmers and people who are trying to produce meat versus trying to help them get market access so we can get food into our communities? And I think right now that argument's going the wrong way. I think that the state is leaning towards operating the state meat inspection program as a policing action, and coming after us for if we were to, say, not have access to inspected processing and we needed to slaughter animals here on the farm, then that would be illegal. We must be policed. Anyway, this is part of why I'm running for state office. These problems are real. It's not just a problem for us. Half dozen people in a town with very few jobs just got laid off. Dozens of ranchers that relied on that plant to have access to local markets to sell food, and the hundreds and thousands of people who consume that food all just had a major loss. And what is being done to try to address these issues is not enough, not even close. And even worse, I think that the issues are, instead of trying to solve the problems, we're trying to make the problems worse by reinforcing the monopolies for the same, giant corporate players that had their lobbyists write all these rules to put all the small operators out of business so that they could have complete control over our food supply. You know, things that we all take for granted that people really probably shouldn't is, you know, the water that comes out of the pipes, the food on the grocery store shelves. I am concerned about, you know, government trying to take away a lot of rights like the right to control your own body, you know, the right to bear arms and defend yourself, you know, voter rights. But the things that I am most concerned about is them trying to take away our rights to have access to the basic resources we need to live, like food and water. So I hope you join me in trying to do something about it. And I am very close to having enough signatures to get on the ballot, but I'm now being told that there's a good chance that somebody will contest my ballot petition, and that if there's too many folks who didn't spell their name right or didn't update their registration or whatever, that I should really try to get a good cushion on that 300 whatever signatures I need. So you guys want to let people in District 22 that vote know that there's an independent option for House Representative, the state legislature, that cares about food and water and isn't here to push a political ideology. It's here to try to do a good job of stewarding the place that I was born and raised and call home and love very dearly. I'd appreciate it. And we're going to keep going. We have to start driving hogs back to Colorado every week. That's what we'll do. Not looking forward to that. Hopefully this local plant can manage to squeeze in enough animals that we can get keep moving. Anyway, y'all stay strong, stay safe, be kind to one another. We'll see you later.